working on breath of fire today. So for breath of fire, we're going to be pumping the belly out. So if you guys want to look at me for a moment here. So again, so sitting tall, taking our fingers to our low belly. For breath of fire, you're pumping the belly out. So it's like if you sneeze, we do that sharp. So when we exhale, I want you to focus on the exhalation. It's a sharp, short breath, like a sneeze. Push your belly out, so pump it out. The inhalation is passive. You don't even have to think about the inhalation, all right? So let's keep our backs flat, keep the shoulders soft, and I'll walk us through that breath work. So if it helps to close your eyes, you can go ahead and close your eyes. So we'll begin together on a count of 3. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So while we're resting, we're noticing how our breathwork practice has begun to transform us, noticing just how it's feeling. So we're going to try it again. So when we're breathing out, it's a sharp, audible breath. Push your belly out. Don't even worry about your inhalation. All right, so we'll begin together on 3, 2, and 1. Breathe out, out, exhale, 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 out, out, out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Relax the shoulders, sit tall. We'll try one more round of breath of fire together. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 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 out, 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 out. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice job. So you can let your hands make their way to your knees. Maybe you let your body kind of move a little bit, rocking and swaying. Anytime we're rocking and swaying, that helps us to connect to the parasympathetic nervous system, resting and digesting. If you want to take a deep cleansing breath in, you can let it all go with a big audible sigh. We're going to bring ourselves up into the hammock. If you slide yourself into position 1, going under your hammock, I want you to extend your arms. We're going to grab a hold of our sling. So let's reach up. If you keep holding on, we're going to reach as high as we can. We're going to take a few little warm-ups here. I'm going to have you lean to the right. Try to anchor down into your foundation. These are 360-degree movements. Okay, let's bring ourselves towards the back of the mat. Try to lean back, maybe you look up. Anchor down through your seat. With your exhalation, we're going to lean to the left. And then you can press forward. Let's lean to the right. So while we're leaning to the right, try to anchor down through the opposite hip, pressing through the bottom of the left hip. Let's lean back. Good, lean to the right. Lean to the left. And lean forward. Okay, you can just start to move at your own pace now. So you're in position 1. We're making 360-degree movements. This is helping to warm up our spine. It's warming up our shoulders, our side body. And then you can change the direction of your movements. So maybe moving from a clockwise to counterclockwise motion. Try to let the hips feel really heavy, like they're continuously softening into the mat while we're strongly gripping our hammocks. All right, let's find stillness here. You can bring your hands together in the center of your hammock. We're going to let the palms press into the hammock, finding a spread finger grip. So Fingers are spread, hands are together, and then sitting really tall, stack your head over your heart. With your breath out, we're gonna lean forward. You can let your head relax between the shoulders. If it feels okay to sway a little bit or rock, you might add those free movements in. Try to use every breath out to anchor your foundation into the mat, and then each breath in is lengthening your spine by reaching up through the crown of your head. Let's find our flat back again, sit nice and tall. We're resetting, and then exhale, hinge forward. Okay, inhale, sit tall. We're gonna go one more time. Exhale, hinge. We're hinging at the waistline. You're keeping your back flat and long. Your palms are pressing into the hammock. When you're pressing the palms down, your fingers are spread, they're active. You'll notice your shoulder girdle beginning to fire. Okay, let's come into our flat back. So if you reach up again with your hands, I'm gonna have you tuck your toes under. We're gonna do a combination of pushing and pulling ourselves to stand. Nice work. Okay, we're gonna continue to hold on to our hammock. So let's step into position 2. So you're gonna find that arm's length distance back. Okay. We're gonna reach up high again on our hammocks. I'm gonna have you start to lean back away from the hammock. Let's take a deep bend in your knees here, and then as you're bending your knees, your hands might slide just a little bit lower, maybe grabbing for the part of the hammock right where the clips are at their lowest point. Good. Our palms are gonna face each other. Bend your knees and try to make it feel like your hips are dropping down and back, or corseting the ribcage closed, right? Let's lower down a little bit more so your thighs are parallel to the earth. Your feet are hips width distance apart. With your inhalation, I want you to pull yourself up to standing. Keep the palms facing each other as you come up. And then exhale, we're gonna sit ourselves down and back, bringing your thighs to that parallel position. Right. Inhale, we're gonna pull up. Exhale, come down. We'll try this 4 more times, and we're gonna listen to the body. So if at any point it feels like it's too much, or if something doesn't feel good, we can stop right away. So try to keep your palms facing each other. And then on this last one, let's hold it here. Let your hips feel really heavy. Try to support your body weight. We're gonna be here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull yourself up. Nice job. Let's bring our hands together in the middle of the hammock. We're gonna walk into position 1. Okay. Let's reach our arms forward. The feet hips width distance apart. Create a flat back here. You're pushing the seat of the hammock away from you. Try to relax your neck so your head is hanging between your shoulders. This will give your shoulders a little release, a little counter pose to the last pose we worked on. All right, let's find our flat backs again, standing in position 1. Let's hold on to the hammock to help us with stability. We're gonna stand on our right leg. So I'm gonna have you take your left foot and we're gonna bring it over the seat of the hammock. If you wanna give your ankle a stretch, you may twirl the ankle. You can spread your toes. Okay, we're gonna keep holding on as high as we can to the hammock. Make sure the back toes are pointing forward. Good job. We're gonna work on flying splits. If you lift your back heel, you can send the right heel forward. Try to keep your hips square. Let's drop our back heel down. We'll try it again with an inhalation. Lift the back heel, send your front heel forward. You have the option if you want to add a back bend in, so while you're anchoring down through the standing foot, your heart and gaze can lift up. Okay, let's drop our back heel. We'll go one more time, inhaling to the flying splits. Try to traction your right leg. It feels like you're pulling the right femur bone into the hip socket while the heel is moving forward at the same time. Spread your toes. All right, let's Let's take our back heel, bring it to the mat, and then we're going to bend our front knee, our left knee. Let's keep our front foot flexed. We're going to hold on nice and high right where we were for our flying splits. We're going to work on a flying lunge. Okay, so lift up your back heel. We're going to send our left leg forward. Push your hips forward. Try to maybe even lift the heart, lift the gaze. Good job. All right, let's come back, dropping our heel, resetting. And then inhale, lift your back heel. Nice. Exhale. Let's go one more time. We're going to inhale again, moving forward to the lunge, lifting the back heel. And drop our back heel down. Let's pivot our back foot. We're going to find warrior two pose. So we're keeping our front leg in that flexed position. So our front hip is flexed. Let's pull the toes towards our shin or feel like your toes are pointing up at the sky. For warrior two, our body position is changing. So your shoulders and hips are going to be in line to the long axis of the yoga mat. Let's take our left hand. You can reach it up high to help you balance for right now. Try to anchor down through the outside edge of your right foot. And again, the left foot is flexed. Let's see what it feels like to send the right leg forward. Try to keep grounding through the outside edge of the foot that's on the mat. And if you feel like you can hold your balance, you have the option to extend the front arm. You might look out over the front ring finger, looking up in my direction, looking forward. And then if it feels okay for the back arm, you can also extend the back arm. You're widening across your collarbones. Try to make it feel like your front thigh is pressing out away from the midline. Like you want to press your knee in the direction of your pinky toe while you anchor through the outside edge of the back foot. Let's turn our front hand to the sky. We'll reverse the warrior. Inhale, lift your heart. Your back hand is sliding down the back leg while the front arm is reaching up. The palm is facing you, so when you're looking up, you can see it. And with an exhalation, beautiful, we'll return to our warrior two pose. Beautiful. We'll find triangle pose here. If you want to extend your front leg, we can take our front hand down towards the front leg and then anchor down through the outside edge of your back foot. Extend your back arm to the sky with the palm facing you. You're looking up. Exhale, warrior two. Extend your arms. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Let's hold on to the high handles. Pivot your back foot forward. Let's bring our front leg out of our hammock. You want to take both of your hands to the middle of your sling. Extend your arms. If you want to rock or sway to help reset your back body, you can. Maybe you close your eyes, you find your breath. Your head can hang between the shoulders. All right, let's come up to standing. We're going to find position two. Then we're going to hold on to the upper part of the hammock again. Right, let's bring our feet hips width distance apart. And you can start to lean back, like you're leaning back away from the anchor points. Your hands can slide a little bit lower, so when you're bending your knees, we're going to drop our hips down and back, just like we did before. All right? Let's try again to press ourselves up to standing. I want you to keep the palms facing each other, and then with your exhalation, sit your hips down and back. So inhale, pull up, stand tall, and then exhale, sit your hips down and back. Pull up. Good, exhale. You're continuously leaning back away from your anchors. One more time, inhale. And with your exhalation, find your squat, sit your hips down and back. You're leaning back as much as you can away from your anchors. We're going to hold it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring ourselves to stand. You're going to step under your anchor points. This time we'll stand on our left leg. We'll put our right leg in the hammock. So we want to keep our fabric bunched up when the leg goes in. We're going to begin with our flying splits. So our standing foot is pressing forward, the toes are pointing forward. Spread the toes out of the foot that's in your hammock. Okay. With an inhalation, lift up your heel, press your front heel forward, make sure the toes stay facing up. And exhale, bring the heel to the mat. Try it again. Inhale, lift your heel, press forward. Maybe you add a back bend, and you don't have to, but you can. So for our back bends, you're lifting the heart. Okay, let's drop our back heel down. Let's go 2 more times. Inhale, move forward, flying splits. Exhale. We'll go 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bend our front knee. You're flexing the front hip. We're starting under our anchors, aligning our joints. Okay. We're going to reach high. Lift up your back heel. You're going to move forward to that lunge. Exhale, bring the back heel to the mat. Inhale, press forward. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Go 1 more time. Inhale. We'll hold it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel goes down. We're setting ourselves up for Warrior 2, our Flying Warrior 2 pose. You can pivot your back foot so that the knife edge of the back foot is in line to the short edge of your mat. So if you look forward, you'll see the heel of the front foot is in line to the arch of the back foot. So we'll start by reaching our right hand up high. You can have your left hand on your hip, and we're just going to see what it feels like. So if you anchor through the outside edge of your left foot, send your right foot forward. The hips and shoulders again are facing the long axis of the mat. Try to use your strong hip flexors to press your right leg out towards the right side of your mat. So noticing a stretch through the inner thighs, through the groin. Keep your pelvic floor lifted. All right, and if it feels okay, maybe you extend the front arm. You can turn your gaze out over the front hand, looking over the ring finger. And again, if that feels all right, maybe the back arm reaches. Turn the front hand to the sky. Inhale, lift your heart, reverse your warrior. Back hand is sliding down the leg. You're looking up at your palm. Exhale to Warrior 2. We'll make our way to Flying Triangle pose. So we'll take our hand, just reaching it down onto our shin, and then we're extending the top arm, spinning the palm forward while you're looking up. Try to keep your side body, your rib cage long, so we're not collapsing through the sides. And then with an exhalation, we'll return to Warrior 2 pose. Awesome. Squeeze your inner thighs together. We'll come back to where we started, and then you can spin the back foot forward. We're going to take our front foot out of our rig. Good job. All right, holding on again really high up on your hammocks. Let's step back to position 2. We're going to step our feet together this time. Okay, bend your knees, let the hands slide a little lower, lean back away from your hammock. So you're using your upper body strength, your grip strength to support all of your body weight. We're going to find a pistol squat here. Let's bring our weight into the right leg to start. You can lift your left leg. So if you want to flex our foot, you can take your left foot, flex it, point the toes up. You're going to bend your knee so your thigh is parallel to the ground, and then press up. You can pull and press yourself to standing. Exhale, lower down, pistol squat. Inhale, drive through the heel, stand tall. 2 more times, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we'll hold it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. If it feels okay, we're gonna lift up our left leg, bring it up an inch and down an inch for 4, 3, 2, 1. Step both feet to the mat. Push and pull yourself to stand. Bring your hands to the middle of the hammock, position 1. Extend your arms. You can shift your weight as a reset pose here. Shift your weight between the feet. Create a long oppositional spine. It should feel like your thighs are pushing towards the wall behind you while the crown of your head is reaching forward. Rocking and swaying is very grounding and soothing for our nervous system. Helps us to feel more at peace. It helps us to find our breath. Okay, let's bring ourselves up to standing. Let's step back to position 2. And we'll work our pistol squats on the other side. So we're going to start in position 2. Bring your feet together or to a comfortable close distance, depending on the angle, the cue angle of your hips. If your hips are wider set, sometimes it can be uncomfortable to bring the feet together. So if that's the case, then we want to have our feet just to a comfortable distance. So hold on, lean back, make sure your palms are facing each other. Right? Then bend your knees, drop your hips down and back. All right, this time our right leg is going to come up. We're bending our left knee so that the thigh is parallel to the ground, so lower down. And then you're going to pull and push yourself to stand. Exhale down, lean back, pistol squat. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, lower down, lean back. Inhale, up. One more time, exhale, hold it down here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Option to pulse the leg up now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step both feet to the mat. Step your feet hips width distance. Drive through the heels. Pull yourself up. 4. Lower down. Exhale. Inhale, pull up. 3. Exhale down. 2. Pull up. Exhale down. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push and pull to stand. Nice work. Let's find position 1. You can give your wrists some twirls if you want to shake out your body. Touch your fingers to your thumbs. Okay, nice work. Let's hold on to our high handles with a parallel hand grip. So we'll do 360s again, just like we did at the beginning of our practice. This time what we're going to do is bend your knees. So you can do a combination of holding on, right? Pulling using your upper body strength and also standing. So let's move ourselves to the right. Bring yourselves over to the left. We'll go back to the right and back to the left. Okay, come back to center. Let's press to the back of our mats. Try to round your spine. So you're going to anchor down through your feet, so pressing through the mounds of the big toes, pinkies, and heels. Try to round your back, tuck your chin into your heart. Nice job. Bend your knees, move under your anchors. We're going to try a little back bend. So pressing into the balls of your feet, wrap your elbows forward. Let the hips move forward. While you're anchoring through the feet, you're lifting your heart, you're looking up. Move under your anchors. Exhale, and then we'll press to the back of your mat. Make sure the palms are still facing each other, round your spine. And then inhale one more time to your back bend. Keep the elbows. Nice job. Yep, good job. Okay, bend your knees. We'll bring ourselves up to stand. Let's take our hands to the middle handles. Press your palms wide, spread the fingers out. These are called twisters. So we want to create stability by sending awareness to our feet. So try to imagine that you can breathe out through your feet. You're exhaling out through the feet. That's going to let your feet sink deeper into the mat. And then standing tall, lift up through the crown of your head. With your exhalation, we're going to take our left arm. You can bring it across your front body. We'll twist to the right. So we're going to take our right arm, you're pushing it away from you, you're pressing it back, the palms pushing into the handles. Good, let's come back to center. So spread finger grip, fingers are wide here. All right, take a big breath, lengthen the spine, drop your shoulders. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left this time. Send the right arm is reaching across. Your left arm is pressing back, push the handle away from you. Try to reach the top of your head up to touch the sky. Maybe you look over your back shoulder. Good, let's come back to center. We'll take it one more time on each side. So we'll inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, move into your twist to the right. Try to spiral the ribs around the axis of the spine. Okay, come back to center. And we'll move to the left. Exhale. We always want to lengthen our spine before we move into the twist. That way we have space in our body to create the twist. All right, come back to center. Bring both of your arms in front of you, pressing your hands into the handles, spread finger grip. Soften your knees, make sure you're in position 1, and then extend your arms, let the neck soften so your head is hanging between your shoulders. Imagine your thighs are pressing back, your hips are pressing back, your sits bones are lifting to the sky. The rib cage is corseting itself closed. So you're pulling your front body towards your back body. You can take your hands together in front of you. We're going to do a parallel hand grip, but you can hold on to both of your handles and then bend your knees. So we're going to work here a little heart opening pose. So holding on to both of your handles, bend the elbows, try to squeeze your elbows in towards your head. Let your heart move forward through the gateway of your shoulders. Okay, come into your flat back. Make sure you're under the anchors, using your bottom handles. Let's work on puppy pose. A little variation of puppy pose here. So puppy pose is a heart-opening posture. We're going to use our spread finger grip, and we're going to begin by making sure our hips are over our knees. That's going to give us some stability. Using your breath in, extend your arms, create a long oppositional spine. And then with your exhalation, begin to imagine there's a thread tied to the center of your heart. Let the thread continuously pull your heart down closer to the mat with every round of breath. So when you're breathing in, the crown of your head's reaching forward, the hips are pressing back. That's opening up space through the vertebral column. And then your breath out is melting the heart down towards the mat. You have the option here to find the parallel hand grip again. If you hold on to both of your handles, you can bend your elbows and then just let your head hang between the shoulders. Keep your elbows wrapping in towards the midline of your body. You can try to extend your arms, pressing the handles away from you, lifting your gaze for a moment. And then with an exhalation, you might return into the triceps and shoulder stretch. The elbows are pointing down. We're remembering to soften through the collarbones to release the heart. If you want to wiggle, rock, or stretch, that's okay. All right, let's inhale to bring ourselves up. Nice work. Okay, let's take our bottom handles and slide the black clips up, slide the grip up. We're going to put why don't we start with the right leg first. You take your right foot, we're going to put it through the bottom handle. So you're going to have the handle just over the ankle, right at the bottom of your leg. And we're going to come onto the hands, so we can also modify it on our forearms. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. We're going to make a plank shape. So I want you to press back through your right heel. Make sure the toes are dialing down. All right. Let's try to take our left leg, right? So by pressing into your hands, we can try to lift up our left leg. Try to hug it in towards your body. You can pulse it up by pressing through the hands for 4. Try to lift the hips at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Good, you can take your knee back to the mat. Maybe you give your ankle a little stretch, a little twirl. Good job. Okay. Come up to your forearms. Stack your shoulders over your elbows. Press back through the heel. We're going to dial the toes down. And then try to lift up your left leg again, hug it in close to your body. This time, you can take your back leg and extend it to the sky. So the left leg can press up, and then you can lower it down. So you might try that a few more times. Okay, so maybe trying it 3 more times, or listen to your body, do whatever feels good. Press through the forearms, hug the leg in first, and then send your heels straight up. And lower it down. For a little bit more of a challenge, don't let the knee come down between lifts. You want to inhale to get the leg up. Exhale to lower it down. The leg that's in the handle should be pressing into the handle to help lift the leg up. All right, nice job. Let's take our right leg out of our handle. To your knees in position 1. You're gonna just take a couple of breaths, pressing your palms into the bottom handles. Try to drop your shoulders away from your ears, lengthen both sides of the neck, reach the crown of your head to the sky, and we'll exhale, twist to the right. Exhale to center. Take a big breath, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Come back through center. Big breath, lengthen your back, exhale, twist. Come back to center. One more breath, exhale into the twist. Great job. Let's come back to center. We're gonna work the other side. Make sure your grip is up. This time the left foot's going through the loop. Our hips are gonna be in position 1 here. So we're gonna press our back leg into the fabric. That's going to fire up your core. Make sure, look over your shoulder, make sure your toes are pointing down. Push back through your heel like you want your heel to touch the wall behind you. We're going to try this first one on our hands. So this time we're lifting our right leg up. So try to hump your leg up in towards your chest. You're really pushing through the handles. You can pulse press your hands into the mat for 4, 3, 2, 1. That leg can come down. Lower to your forearms. We're going to try the forearm balance, shoulders over your elbows. Okay. Let's inhale. We're going to take our right leg up towards the chest, and this time the right heel is going to drive straight up to the sky. And then you can lower it down. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Press up. Try to press the leg straight up. Exhale down. 2 more times. If you want to challenge yourself, don't let the leg come down between sides. And then rest. Nice work, guys. All right, so grab your bottom handles. Extend your arms. So find your puppy pose here. You can rock, you can sway through the puppy pose. You can take a seat. Crisscross applesauce, sitting in position 1. Okay, bring your hands to their spread figure grip. Sit really tall with your breath out, hinge forward. So find your breath again, just like we did at the beginning of our practice, by maybe closing your eyes. Imagine you're breathing out through the part of your body that is on the mat. That is your foundation. So once we find strength and stability in our foundation, you can then lengthen the body, you can expand. So we're reaching the top of our head away from our hips. You're inhaling to create length through the vertebral column. Good, let's bring ourselves up to a flat back. And then as you exhale, we'll hinge forward again. Tuck your chin into your heart. Inhale to your flat back. And then one more time, exhale, hinge forward. Inhale to a flat back. can scoot yourself forward just in front of your hammock. Take your palms to namaste. You can sit yourself tall. Take a deep cleansing breath in. Exhale, big sigh. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, big sigh. Take one more deep breath. Exhale. Lift your heart into the knuckles of your thumbs. Acknowledge the time you've made today to come to the mat. You're connecting with the best version of yourself. If it feels okay to put a Buddhist smile on your lips, you can curl the corners of the mouth up, soften all of your facial features, and imagine beams of light radiating out of your chest. You're sending your light out into the universe. With your heart lifted, imagine that you're capturing some of your light in your hands. You're cupping your hands around your light. Take another breath and extend your arms, holding your light in your hands. And when you're ready, you can look up. Looking up at the hands, you can turn the palms forward, send your light out, maybe offering it out for anybody who needs a little bit of support or uplifting today. Take your palms to the heart center again, and with the heart lifted into the knuckles, you can bow your head. You're bowing your head to honor your heart. You're honoring your compassion, your peace, and your light. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.